welcome to my channel. My name is Michelle and this is my Flosstube number 3. I know it's been a little bit of a while since my first Flosstube. This has kind of been because of the Christmas and New Year holidays, and also because I didn't have that much that I'd started, so I didn't want to do really a boring video. So I hope everybody has had a really nice Christmas and New Year, and I hope that if you asked for any crafty goods for Christmas that you got them. I've got one new start that was a Christmas present, which I will show you in a minute. I've also got a few of my Christmas presents that I got. Some are crafty, some aren't, and I'm going to share with you. And I've got just a piece of knitting that I'm doing at the moment. I've not been doing as much knitting as normal recently because I've been concentrating on my cross stitch, and I'm laughing because my dog is lay on the settee in front of me and he's starting to go to sleep and he's fighting it, so his eyes are going open and closed, open and closed. His name's Charlie, by the way. I'll tell you the story about Charlie maybe later in this video, but we'll get started with cross stitch. So there's a few things that I've done that I've done a lot on. Well, I think I've done a lot on, not necessarily. I'm going to go to the dragon first. I haven't done a lot since last time on the dragon. I'm just going to get it the right way around, because I think when I did the video last time I did it upside down when I watched it back. So that is where I'm up to so far on my dragon. So this bit, as you can tell, is sort of the body, and then the bit of the wing at the bottom there. So that's the amount that I've done on that one so far. And then the next one I've started is new. I'll go to new start. Was creative dog. So creative dog. It's not going to be a very big one. I don't think it'll take too long to do this one. I actually started this one the other day, and that is literally, that's literally as much as I've done on it. A couple of stitches. I think I'm going to struggle with this one because the actual instructions are very small. So if I get the instructions out, as you can see, it's quite small. I did try photographing it onto my phone, but I was still struggling with it. So we'll see. I do want to get, I want to try that pattern minder app or whatever it is that I've seen a few people talk about. But I believe you can't use it on iOS, Apple applications, that you can only use it like if you've got, I think, a Kindle Fire or something like that. So I currently don't have, I've had Kindle Fires in the past, but I currently don't have a Kindle Fire. So I'm maybe going to buy like a second-hand one or something, maybe next month, the month after, when I've got a bit more money, because it's been Christmas and it's been expensive over Christmas. Not that I overindulge, it's just, yeah, you know what it's like. I mean, my husband lost his job during the what's been going on in the world at the moment, and it's been difficult to pay for things. Yeah, you don't need to know about that. So the next thing that I've got is Mr. Fox, the one that everybody in the comments last time, which I forgot to say, thank you so much to everybody who commented on my very first Flosstube. Anybody who watched it, commented on it, liked it. Thank you so much. I was really, honestly, just absolutely overwhelmed with the amount of people that watched it and actually wrote lovely comments. Thank you for welcoming me into the Flosstube community, and I hope that I do, you know, bring you videos that you enjoy. And even though I've been doing cross stitching for a long time, the actual sort of Flosstube community is quite new to me, and a lot of things like the pattern keeper or whatever it's called, the app thing, is new to me. And I know a lot of people will do lists that the watchers can go into to see what they're working on. And I know people do like Sal's, you know, stitch alongs, which I'll get into stitch along in a minute. And other things as well. And I know a lot of people have, this year they're doing that sort of, I don't know what it's called, that Go Bingo thing, where they put a number of the piece of work and then 2 numbers are picked out every month and you work on those for that month, I think. I haven't got enough, well, I suppose I could just do that with the amount of cross stitches that I've got, but I feel I need to have quite a lot more cross stitches in order for that kind of Go Bingo thing to, I don't know what it's actually called, I'm sorry. If I remember, I'll put the name in on the video. But yes, Mr. Fox, he had so many comments, and this is by Bothy Threads, which my one that I got for Christmas, one of my new one, is a Bothy Thread one, but it's not the animals. And these, you can get so many different animals that are sort of in this. I'm going to presume it's Hannah Dale, the designer. I'm presuming it's Anna Dale's artwork because they look similar. And there's a red panda. There's one with like 3, I think, fox cubs. There's one with a rabbit. There's one with a robin and a mouse, and there's one with 3 mice done on a piece of cheese. And oh, honestly, if you've not seen the artwork for these Bothy Threads, have a look, because there's so many and they are all absolutely adorable. I think once I've finished this Mr. Fox, I am gonna get some of the other ones. So this one, I kind of felt like I wasn't getting anywhere with it, and then all of a sudden it seems to have gone like, yay, I'm getting somewhere with it. So that's where I'm up to. So we've got sort of the back of the fox there, and then he's kind of coming into his side, and then these are going to be the flowers on this side, the fox, I don't know what they're called, those flowers, foxgloves flowers. So yeah, it's taking a long time to do it because it's not colour blocking, it's confetti, so it's lots of changing the colours. I mean, even like the pink, we've got like kind of 3, well, we've got kind of, I think it's 2 different shades of pink and then 2 different shades of like lilac, or one's like a lilac-y pink. So you're having to change the colours a lot. And in the fair for the fox, you know, you've got lots of different colours of like brown and cream. So it is time consuming, and I did have a couple of places where I went a little bit wrong, so I had to undo it and start again. But I'm really enjoying it. And this Ada that I'm stitching on is quite soft as well, which is nice, because some of the other ones that I'm doing are not as soft as that. And then this one, now this Radley bag was one of my Christmas presents off my friend Anna. She bought this. She actually bought it, I think in summer when we went to, I think it was Cheshire Oaks. She bought it saying it was for herself, and then she sneakily, it wasn't for herself, it was for me for Christmas. So I was made up when I got that. I was screaming, I've got a Radley bag. I know it's not a Radley bag as in the really expensive Radley bags. And I love the little Scotty dog. They're just gorgeous. So I actually do own a Radley bag now, even if it's a shopper. Next I want a Radley purse. I'll have to save up for one of them. I'm not really somebody that's into designer stuff, but I just like it because it's got the dog on it. If I can get one cheaper that's got a dog on it similar, I'm fine with that. So, Caravan Fun. Let me get this. So this is Bothy Threads, like the fox. And this is it. This is like a full-on picture. So I hope you could see that. My light didn't go into it. So I just loved this for so many reasons. I loved it because of the fact that it's got a caravan. We used to have a caravan when I was a kid. We used to have a touring caravan, and we used to go places when I was little, and I used to absolutely love going on holiday. And it reminds me a bit of the Lake District, which we live about an hour maybe not even an hour's drive away from the Lake District, so can drive there anytime. And the little roads kind of remind me of some of the roads you go down when you go into the lakes and you see people with their caravans, and then you've got sheep everywhere. Like, I live near a lot of farms, so I see sheep literally on a daily basis, so that's nice. And then just like the little, you know, the little things like the picnic. I've been on loads of picnics as a kid and an adult. Flying a kite reminds me of being a kid, and your beach ball. And I just thought, and this little stream again reminds me of places like lakes and other places I've visited. So and also I liked the colours of this particular artist, Julia Rigby. She's got a few designs that Bothy Threads have done. There's one that's beach huts, which is really nice, a similar kind of colour palette. So once I've done this one, I might do the that one as well. So I'll get out what I've done so far. So I had to buy a new, I keep forgetting what this is called, this thing. Whatever it's got. The dog's looking at me really strange. He's like, stop disturbing me, I'm trying to sleep. I know, I'm sorry. Right, so this is where I am up to with Caravan Fun. So I'm really pleased. This one, like I say, this is more colour blocking. So you've got like the caravans doing like massive rows. I'm trying to keep it within the squares really hard on this one. So as you can see, I've sort of stopped here because this goes on to another page, because it's actually 4 pages. I'll show you in the instructions. I think I've got them all there, because we've got the ones obviously for the back stitching afterwards. So I'm not quite sure if I've got the instructions right. Is it 3 or 4? I may have left one upstairs actually. It's 3 or 4. It might be 3. Yeah, it's 3. It says 1 or 3. So yeah, so we've got it on 3 pieces of paper. So I'm trying to keep it within the squares as much as I can, so that I'm in control of what I'm doing and I don't get lost with what I'm doing, because it's can easily get lost with what I'm doing, especially with some of those. They look quite. I've not got my glasses on. Obviously, when I'm doing my cross stitching, I have my glasses on, so they're just reading glasses. Yeah, see, I'm looking at that. It's making me go cross-eyed. And then like we have the instructions for the back stitch. I'm not looking forward to the back stitch part of it. That might be when it starts to go really slow. But we've got that. Now I wanted to show you this. I'm going to do a video. I may do it separate. I might pop it in this video at the end, or I might do a separate video just to show you. I mean, it's probably something that's quite self-explanatory, but you might want to know how I do this. I've made these things for putting my flosses on, because they were getting all tangled up and it was hard to find them and I was getting them mixed up. So I cut some pieces of card and I put some holes in them. I've actually bought some more hole punches since that are better. I used my crocodile for this. That's a crocodile, not a crocodile. I don't know why I said that. And the hole's quite small, so I went in the range and I found the perfect sizes of hole punches to put in. So basically, I mean, this one's, I don't know, it's got quite a lot of threads. So I basically just wrote on the colour of the thread and tried to draw the symbol as best I could. And yeah, I've got all these. I had to put them on, I put them on rings. I put them on 2 because otherwise it was just a bit bulky, and I found that so much easier for working with. I'm so glad that I did that. It's so much easier, especially when you've got a lot of flosses, a lot of different colours. It's just brilliant. So I might do a little video just showing you exactly how I made them, but I think it's quite self-explanatory, but sometimes people, they like to see things like that. I've not done it for my fox one yet. I need to do that. I have done one ready. I bought one, well, I bought a couple, well, two, sorry, on Etsy that are patterns, and I need to get the flosses for them, but I need to work out the cheapest way to get the flosses, basically, because I need about 60 or 70, I think 70 different flosses, so it's going to cost me a lot of money, basically. So yeah, I was gonna have to do a bit of research on getting the best price flosses. So that's that. Just check I've got everything out of there. Yeah, I've been doing my knitting. I like to knit the teddy bears in particular, and the little cotton rabbits. And I did mention in one of my other videos, I don't think it wasn't a Flosstube video, it was another one of my videos, that I had been doing this dress for a bear for my goddaughter Lily. And I did this dress, I must have done it 3 times now. No, I think this is the 4th time. So I'm now up to the line where everything starts to go wrong, because we're starting to put the armholes in and then shape the neck. So that's why it stopped there, because I was watching the TV when I was knitting the bottom bit, which was fine. Actually, I'd say it was fine. I went wrong. I should have put put 1 purl row in on that bit, and I didn't. It would have just made it look a bit. I thought, I'm not unpicking it yet again, even though that was near the beginning. I refused to unpick it again. It doesn't make that much difference. I can make her another one. I just want to get one dress finished for this bear, because this bear's naked at the moment. So that's my knitting that I've been, like I say, I've not been doing a lot of knitting of late. Giving my arms a rest for knitting and concentrating on my cross stitch. And then for Christmas, I've brought some of my Christmas presents down with me, so I'll just move my cross stitch out of the way. And I do diamond painting, so there will be diamond painting videos on this channel. If you don't want to watch them, that's fine. Not everybody likes diamond painting. And I asked for this one, and it's quite Christmassy. I don't know whether it'll be a nice one, because it was just a cheap one off Amazon. And you've got the diamonds there. And they look like nice colours. We've got some nice pinks and reds and oranges. Greens, grey, white things in there. And what it is it's a Christmas gonk. Yeah, I love gonks, and I just absolutely love Christmas gonks. So I thought, if I can do that as a diamond painting, and if it looks nice, then that would be nice to sort of hang up at Christmas time as part of my Christmas decorations. Like I say, I don't know what it's going to turn out like. It's not a massive painting, so I didn't know as well. Probably didn't read it properly. I didn't realise that they were round drills instead of square. I thought it was a square diamond painting. I'm not as keen on, especially the cheaper ones, on the round, but we'll see. So that was one of my Christmas presents that I got. I also got this. Now I'll put a picture in over here of what this is. So basically it's like a DIY, it says DIY mini house, and again this is going to be a Christmas decoration, so it'd probably take me until Christmas, like in probably 5 years knowing me, to get this done. And basically it's a little like house, but it's a room. That doesn't make sense. And it's got a piano in it, and a fire, and a table, and the table's got a chicken on it. There's a dog that you can sit in it that's either trying to get the chicken or is playing the piano, which again, I'll put a picture up there, you'll see. And then we've just got all the little parts. There's a little Christmas tree there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's the chicken. I don't know if you can see it. I can see it, but I don't know if you can see it. The chicken. I'm just trying to see. Oh, there's the dog. I can see it. I don't know if you can see it. I'm dropping the box. There's the dog. Yeah. And we've got some plants and stuff. I think that's the You can have music. I don't know what music it plays, but you can have the music box. Because I have got one that I started a while ago, but I didn't realise that you had to order you have to specifically order the music box one, and it didn't come with the music box, so I was disappointed. I've got like electrical kit. I think that's lights, I'm not 100% sure. And then we've got like the bits of the actual house. If you wanted to repaint these, you could. And this one's also got the plastic in it for the plastic cover once you finished it, like a dust cover, which again, with the one that I ordered a while ago, I didn't order the one with that because I didn't know what I know now. So that's something for me to be working on throughout the year, that and the Christmas diamond painting. So I've got plenty of time, hopefully, before Christmas. See, it says on the side, it says basic model, and then it's got the thing that says dust cover and music movement. But like I say, I'll get that picture bigger so that you can see what it actually is. I got a lot of like chocolate, and got some Bucks Fizz off my line managers in work, which I had on New Year's Eve, which was very nice. I've got some books. So I like kids books, if you know me. I love kids books. Again, I have talked about, I think it was in my whip and chat, I talked about a few books. So I got this, The Last Bear. I didn't realise it was signed. I didn't see the sticker. I just thought, oh, that looks interesting. And it says there are no polar bears left on Bear Island. And that's what April, so obviously April is the little girl there. So that's what April's father tells her. His research takes them to the Arctic outpost for 6 months. But one night, April catches a glimpse of something distinctly bear-shaped. I think that says loping. I've not got my glasses on. Across the horizon. A polar bear who shouldn't be here. Who is hungry, lonely, and a long way from home. The bear who is missing something, just like April. So obviously April and the bear make, a bond together because they're missing part. I'm going to presume part of the family. I haven't read it yet, so I don't know. So that looks good. And then this is right up my alley because it's murder mystery. I absolutely love murder mystery. I love reading. Is it James Patterson? I always get James Patterson mixed up with another bloke. James Patterson is the one that did the Alex Cross books. Some of them have been made into films. I always used to get them. My sister used to buy them when they first come out and read them, and then she would give them to me and then I'd read them. But my sister now lives in New Zealand, whereas I'm obviously in England, so I don't get the books off her anymore. So, bit of a shame. But it is a kid's book, and it's called Murder Most Unladylike, and this is the first in, as you can see on the back, there's a load of different ones, and it says there's been a rather shocking murder at Deep Dean School for Girls, and it's based, I think it's in the 1930s. Oh, I love it as well when they give you a diagram of the school. I just think that's really funny. I'm sure I had a quick look at something. I don't know now. It may have been on the back. Don't think so. But I definitely saw something. So yeah, I can't wait to read that and see. Hopefully, if that's good, I'll get the rest. Another one I got is this one, which I'm not quite sure how to say. Is it Ramesha? I'm really rubbish, honestly. I can't even say a lot of things. So basically, it's the story of Rapunzel, but told with a slightly different way. I've started reading it, and so far the story is just Rapunzel. So I'm waiting for when it takes a twist in a slightly different way, hopefully, because otherwise I would presume that they'd get done for copyright for taking the Rapunzel. I don't know, but yeah, so as you can see, I have started to just read that a little bit with my full Piglet. Whoops, bookmark. Love Winnie the Pooh. Apparently yesterday was Winnie the Pooh day. no idea if that's a thing, but that's what somebody on Facebook put. And then I asked, I'd wanted this book for ages, and I tried to order it on Amazon, and it went out of stock for a while. And so I asked for it for Christmas, and it actually came from somewhere in Europe. But it is Anne of Green Gables. There's so many different versions of Anne of Green Gables, but I really loved this version. I like the artwork on this. One thing I've seen on Etsy is people actually making these books into handbags, which is weird. I don't know. That was very weird. But yeah, and I absolutely love Anne of Green Gables. And the patterns that I've ordered off Etsy are Anne of Green Gables patterns. I don't think I can put them on or show them on the screen because I could get done for the copyright, because obviously it's owned by somebody in an Etsy shop, so I won't risk it. Once I start working on it, once I've got my flosses for it, you'll be able to see it. But yeah, because I absolutely love, like I say, I've just finished watching the Anne with an E series that was on Netflix, and I just absolutely thought it was so funny and heartwarming, and had you on the edge of your seat a lot of the time. And Anne's character I like because she just reminds me of myself a lot of the time. You know, she's very passionate about things. She just wants everybody to be a friend. She doesn't think before she speaks. She's a bit hot-headed. Yeah, she does remind me of myself a lot. She's definitely an interesting character. So yeah, I got Anne of Green Gables, and that was pretty much it. It wasn't and as you get older, you don't get many things for Christmas. There was a couple of other things that I can't really remember everything, but they were the main things. And like I say, my bothy thread, I'm really enjoying the bothy threads. Cross stitches, and that's sort of everything. I said I would tell you the story of Charlie. It's not like he's got a mega story, he's not a rescue dog or anything like that, but it was Charlie's 8th birthday last week, which I cannot believe. So he's actually now classed as a senior dog. So I'm gutted. I'm like, he's not old. He is old because he's a grumpy old man, but he's not old. So Charlie is a Cavachon, which is a King Charles and a Bichon mix. Now, I've always wanted a King Charles. I don't know where it came from. It must have been something when I was younger, because I cannot for the life of me remember why I decided I wanted a King Charles Spaniel, but that's the dog. I like other dog. I mean, I like practically every dog breed really, but my favourite for some reason is the King Charles Spaniel. He's just trotting back in now. Said, you're talking about me, I know. I like big dogs as well. I like, I'm trying to think, German Shepherds and Labradors, red setters. I just like, you know, but I personally knew that I would not be able to handle a big dog. So I decided I needed a smaller dog. And out of the smaller dogs, my favourite, or one of my favourite, is the King Charles Spaniel. So I was actually online looking for King Charles Spaniels when I came across this litter. Well, no, I think it was just the one dog of this dog that was under King Charles Spaniel, but I thought that doesn't look like a King Charles Spaniel. What is it? And it said Cavachon. I thought I've never heard of a Cavachon before, so looked it up. Oh, it's a King Charles and it's a Bichon. I hadn't even got a clue what a Bichon was at this point, because obviously there's that many dog breeds. So I looked it up and I was like, all right, I've seen them. I know what they are. I just thought they were a poodle. I think they kind of probably do come under the poodle category. So I saw this dog and I just wanted it. I was just like, it was as if he kind of came through the screen and said, you are my mummy. Which is really weird, I know, but that's how I felt. So the next day I went to my husband. I said, I've seen the dog we're going to get. Well, he's nearly floored it. He's like, what do you mean? Because I've wanted a dog for years. We had dogs when I was younger, but I wanted my own dog, which is one of the reasons that we decided not to rescue and to get a dog from a pup, because I've never had my own dog before. So I didn't want to get a rescue and risk sort of not sort of understanding dogs and having more issues. I think having a puppy and having it from a baby and teaching it, you know, toilet training, things like that, then you've got that experience. If I got a dog in the future, I probably would get a rescue dog, or I would get a rescue dog, hopefully. But so I told my husband, I said, I've seen the dog we want to get, and he was like, well, we're not getting a dog. I was like, we're getting this dog. And he said, well, have you got the money for it? And I was like, no. And he's like, well, what are you going to do? I said, I don't know, but I'll find the money for it. And I think at the time he was about £650 or £675, which is a lot of money for a dog. Now, during the lockdown, because people have wanted dogs, the actual price now for a Cavachon, well, I looked last year and the price for a Cavachon, so this is like 7 years, £2,500. It's like, whoa, that is ridiculous amount of money for a dog. You know, get a rescue. Anyway, I'm on my soapbox over that. So I rang up and I said, I actually thought he was a girl, because he looked quite, he still gets mistaken for a girl now, he's very pretty. So I thought he was a girl dog. So I rang up and the bloke said, I've only got one left now and it's a boy. So I was a bit disappointed. And I nearly said, oh, it's okay, I'll leave it. But I thought, no, I'll just go and have a look. But I was really disheartened because I really, really thought that the dog I'd seen was a girl. So I thought, this is not going to be the dog that I've seen. The one that I wanted has gone. Showed up, walked in. There's this little puppy walking around on the floor in the lounge. And it's the puppy that I saw. And I just went, oh, that's him. Well, that's the dog that I saw. That's my dog. And so, you know, we looked at, and then they said, right, we'll bring in the parents. So first of all, we'll bring in Rocco, who's the dad, which is the Bichon. So I was like, okay, so they bring in this dog and this dog's running around and we're going, oh, you know, and everything, kind of not sure exactly what you're supposed to do. And the next thing they went, oh no, hang on a minute, no, that's the wrong dog, that's Pearl. So not only was it the wrong dog, but it was a completely different gender as well. Poor woman's getting blamed for being the father of Charlie. So they took Pearl out and then they brought Rocco in, and again it was like, oh, he's lovely and he's quite big. I was quite surprised at how big he was. And then they said, right, now we'll bring in the mum. So they brought in Lucy, who was a tricoloured King Charles Spaniel, and again I was quite shocked. She was quite big for a King Charles. So she was lovely. You could tell she had a lovely temperament. And Charlie came up and sat on my knee, curled himself up in my knee, and was watching the telly. Catchphrase was on, so every time the buzzer went off, his little head went up, and it was really cute. And my husband just looked at me and he said, we're having it, aren't we? And I was like, yep. So he said, it was coming up to like, I think this was in March, and in May it's our wedding anniversary. So he said, I will buy you that for our wedding anniversary, which, you know, so he did. So I was made up. Best present I've ever had, in any present ever, was Charlie. I absolutely adore him, because we can't have kids of our own. So he is my baby. And I absolutely adore him. And he's back on the settee giving me a look as if to say, Mummy, I want you to shut up now because I want to go to sleep. So I think that is my cue to wrap up. So thank you very much for listening to me witter on about a load of nothing. And hopefully next time I've maybe gotten some more new starts. Hopefully got further on. Well, that's what we want, isn't it, to get further on with, especially with Mr. Fox, because that's the one that Mr. Fox and the Caravan, definitely the ones I want to get a lot done on, because they're my two favourites. And hopefully as well, the knitted dress will have actually happened and not had another disaster. So thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, evening, night, whatever time you're watching this. See you soon. Bye.